Hey guys, and welcome to our review of Boruto, Naruto Next Generations. I'm your host, the Cinder Blaze, and today we have...
Makotoa.
Alright, welcome back. Let's jump right into episode 48, which you had strong feelings for, so I'm gonna let you lead the discussion this time around.
I hated this episode. I don't know if I should have hated it as much as I did, but gosh, why are we doing this? These are supposed to be like characters that are, one of the Genin group. Why did this feel so fillery? This felt so much like filler, and it wasn't. It was bad filler. It was bad. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm just sick of that kind of like plot convenience. Oh yeah, we'll just, this building was gonna be destroyed anyways. Let's just set up some paper bombs and have it inevitably accidentally fail and fall on us. Like that scenario, that kind of thing is pissing me off, because how many times do I feel like I've seen this before? Even in Boruto, I feel like we've seen this once before. And then freaking I think the thing that got me the most though was like where the teacher, sensei, whatever is Udon, that name. But like when they were starting to do the actual the filming, and they actually made some cool scenes by blowing up a rock or whatever and all that jazz, even though Denki did nearly nothing with the substitution jutsu, but okay. Like it was cool. It was cool stuff. But then the leader's like, "Hey, you're destroying public property by doing this. Let's stop." And they're like, "Wait, why should we stop?" Yeah, why should we stop? Well, if you haven't figured it out yet, I guess we have no reason to continue this mission. We're quitting. And he was completely content with just leaving and then going and reporting to the Hokage that they had failed the mission and they wanted some other team to do it. He was completely, he would have completely done that.
Yeah.
And yet he's the one saying, "My team is adequate as ninja, and they are totally capable of fulfilling this mission." He said that to the guy just a minute ago, and then he's like, "Well, if you can't figure it out, what I'm thinking in my head, we better just get out of here, man. You can't win this way if you don't understand this basic plot point that you should probably figure out on your own through some emotional moment, but I'm not gonna tell you." I hate that. I don't know. We've done it before. And maybe Kakashi Sensei's done it before with the bell thing, but at least he was involved. I don't know. He gave him hints.
I feel like for this one, it was a bit way too obvious, especially for everyone involved.
So they should have probably understood and not needed to be told, I guess. But yeah.
It was a lot more obvious than what Kakashi was trying to test. Team 7 back in the day, about their teamwork, because they're just so focused on one thing, and they didn't see. I feel bad
for even comparing it to that, because this is so bad. This episode.
Yeah, but for this one, it's come on, just using your fancy jutsus isn't what being a shinobi is all about. That's one thing that their sensei had to kind of learn the hard way, because he was a loser, as he said, that entire time. We all saw that back in Naruto. There was nothing special about him, and he felt like he was holding Konohamaru and the other sensei, or Moegi, whatever her face is, he was holding them back. Yeah. And despite him kind of just not having anything special to himself, he still tried, and he was still working super hard to be a shinobi like them, and that's kind of the essence of the shinobi, just working hard despite all the shortcomings. And that's something I really liked about the sensei just by himself. The way he kind of taught this lesson, I also felt that's kind of I felt like it was justified for him to just be if you guys haven't figured it out yourselves, there's no point in me saying it to you. This is one of those lessons where even if he does tell them, or even if he does kind of guide them, it's I mean, like, I don't see how you can guide them.
He's their teacher. I figured that, like, if they needed to know something, he'd just tell them, but not in this universe, not in the Naruto
I mean, like,
verse.
Kakashi was pretty harsh with the way he handled Team 7. Like, if they didn't figure it out themselves, they would have just failed. So, or I think Sasuke and Sakura might have got another chance, but like even then we don't know if that would have happened. Like they're pretty harsh with these tests of theirs. So I'm like, you know what? For this generation, it makes a bit more sense, especially since there is no more big wars. So like just having the flashiest jutsus isn't just gonna carry you out to be like a shinobi, you know, like those skills aren't necessary anymore for the current, you know, job description of a shinobi. Like they're looking for a bit more of like the dedication and all that stuff. However, the way this conflict was resolved, that building fiasco was probably like the weakest point in this episode. I'm just like, oh yeah, we gotta wrap up this episode somehow, so let's just have them blow or like start an explosion in a building and then go in it.
Yeah.
What? That is completely like that's completely stupid.
Yeah.
But whatever.
We got to discover that he has a special jutsu though, or sensei, which that was probably the coolest, ironically, the coolest part to me. Even though the whole point of it was I'm not a cool person and I'm kind of a loser and my jutsu's kind of lame, so don't laugh. But
yeah,
still the coolest part for me of the episode.
Yeah, I felt like this episode was more of like character development for Udon Sensei, because like if we go into like the Chunin exam arcs and don't have enough about like the other teams and their interactions, which we're getting right now, I feel like having this kind of character development now, even though it wasn't like the best for his team, it was definitely like really good for him. And just seeing that one snot-nosed kid from Naruto actually use that as part of jutsu, there's something really satisfying about that.
I remember you said something before the episode when we watched the like, I think we were discussing the teaser for the next episode, when this was the next episode, and you're like, I hope his jutsu is that he blows snot bubbles or something like that. I mean, you were close. It was definitely snot.
Yeah, that was pretty disgusting jutsu.
Yeah,
to be honest.
I mean, I'm glad. I guess I'm glad that they like skipped the part where like he discharged all that water out of his nose. We only got to see it just a drop before he like planted his hand into the like puddle.
I think that was like one of those catalyst things. Like once the chakra infused snot hits the water, you can.
Oh yeah, it could have been, huh? He probably used some just random water jutsu to spawn water out of nothing, and then, or out of his chakra, and then just threw a dab of snot in there, and it just.
Yeah, you know. Chakra infused snot.
It's a Keki Genkai.
Oh jeez, hopefully not.
But yeah, I mean, when there was good like themes to the episode, like you've been going into, I do agree with that. I just wish it wasn't done with these like rehashed like situations and like tropes and situations. There we go. I want to call it a trope when he's like, well, if you haven't figured it out by now, like that kind of thing, where the sensei has to not actually be a teacher and just have the characters figure it out on their own, which I don't know, just, I mean, I guess it's the same as when characters in a show don't talk about it like normal people and talk things out, and then this dumb situation could have been avoided because that doesn't make for interesting television. But this doesn't make for interesting television either, the way it goes, or the way it's executed here. But
speaking of which, Denki's new superpower, I mean, not new, because you did remind me that he has been hacking before.
Reconfirmed. Superpower.
Yeah, hacking is by far one of the worst superpowers in any series movie whatsoever.
I mean, it's the worst in the sense that, like, it's kind of an ass pull.
Yeah, and it's super
So
boring to watch.
it can be used to, like, you know, if it's kind of the loophole that key to anything. It has a malleability where it's like, oh yeah, we'll just make sure that there's this door blockade, or we'll use it to fix this situation. It's like got a million applicable things where all he has to do is just type, and then you're good, right?
Yeah. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they make his jutsu like more fun. Honestly, like Iwabe's pretty generic Earth style user. Rock or Metal Lee, I'm not sure if he's ever going to be all too exciting because he's basically a knockoff Rock Lee guy.
Yeah.
And I don't think that he's going to surpass them in any way, shape, or form. Like, I just don't see it.
You don't see it, and you just hope that they don't pull like a Kiba and the frickin' Rashomon, walls or whatever, gates. And they just kind of try to make you think that they actually got stronger in this really horrible way that sucks and it's garbage. But
I also don't care for Metal Lee nearly as much as the Rock Lee because of his past and like his competition with like Neji and Naruto and Sasuke.
Yeah,
like those all kind of like made his power-ups feel more. I mean, Rock Lee basically fell off the second he fought Gaara, but excluding the movies because he did have some.
Oh, those movie fights were real good.
Yeah.
Oh man, that made up for it. Honestly, good stuff. I do want to say, like, make a little bit of a prediction, and it's like more of a, it's more of a. I really hope this happens because it would be a cool way to make Denki have a good power up, or for his powers to go, rather than what they probably will do, which is disappoint me. But the cool thing I think that they could do with Denki is make him out to be like a modern day puppet style user, except what he manipulates with his chakra strings or chakra control is electronic devices rather
like
than
robots.
Yeah, like robots, like cool puppets. I mean, sorry, Konkuro, but yours are a little bit outdated. Like, I think that could be a cool means. Like he implants his chakra into the like wiring or something, and that's how he controls them or something like that.
Or he infuses the chakra into like any electronic panel in a building, and he gets all the information in the building and takes out all the suspense of the ensuing arc.
Shh! Don't give them that idea, please.
That's where I see his power.
That's the way it should. I mean, it could be kind of a sensory ninja thing, where he does the little like one-handed like ninja sign, closes his eyes and puts his hand on the like thing, and then chakra infuses, and then he just gets this kind of like Matrix style like 3D model of the building in his mind, and just like that would be a little cooler. But
no, because that would make him a better sensory type user than the Byakugan user and the Sharingan user.
I mean, that's only applicable if they're in a building, right? Although, okay.
Yeah, I don't think this is getting anywhere.
I don't want it to be better than Byakugan because I'm biased, but
yeah. All right. Well, do you have any final thoughts for this episode?
Nope. Just half looking forward to the next episode because I kind of like that team, which is comprised of what do we have? Class Rep, the Sound Ninja Girl, and Cat Kiba.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot that was her power.
Yeah.
I thought she was just the one that complained all the time.
Oh yeah, no, that was Kiba too, but
you got me there. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that episode because I feel like their conflict is going to be really stupid, but I'm going to enjoy it nonetheless.
I hope so. I really do.
All right, well, that wraps it up for this week. Make sure to check our description down below for all of our social media links and that juicy Discord link. Also, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. The usual. Unless you're already subscribed, well then, good job. That's great. But we'll see you next time. Keep it juicy.
Later.